Oh, hey, we're back. I am in Small Victories, and I was going to show you how the last page that we did here turned out, and then that I did start the red, and let's go ahead and work on that. And then we're going to move over to this page. So we're going to do a couple things this time, or we'll do until time runs out, okay? So for the reds, I have pulled, let's see, warm gray, and then red, which is 03. These are the Grizaye pencils, and then 05, which is poppy. Now, I'm going to start with the poppy, and it's got a little bit of orange to it, but there's a reason for this, okay? So I'm going to come in, blow this one up, and this one's bigger, so the colors are slightly different than I did the others. This has got more orange in it, and the others have more red, but it's going to be the same process, okay? I'm just doing the edges here. Just do it along. And it may be that that other page is our next video. I might not can get it in here today on this, which is fine. It's better not to try to speed through the pages, but to take your time and do the best. Okay? Take your time, do your best. Now see, on these, there's more red on the edges than this orangey color. But I'm going to show you. It's all going to be okay. Poinsettia, which is how you actually say it here, is a poisonous flower. I know a lot of people don't realize that. You need to keep it away from children, keep it away from animals. They are a Christmas flower, and they come in white, red, pink, a mauve color, a red burgundy that almost looks like velvet, and blue. I used to work in the floral department at Tom Thumb, which is our grocery store here, one of the locals. Now I'm going to change over to my red. And it was a huge seller when I worked there, just a huge seller. So, see, now it's going to look better. And it's going to look better after we do the last thing. I'm leaving little areas in those little divots, in the little V's. I'm all about those little V's when I'm coloring. You've heard me say it many, many times. And see, I can come on up in here and brighten that red up a bit. And it's still not going to be quite as bright as this one. Again, the flower is bigger. So for me, that means it's more spent. And the color might be starting to fade a bit. I just thought it would be nice not to have all the flowers exactly the same, but I didn't want to change like to the blues and all that. All right, hence the poppy being put in there first. Real-time coloring. If you're coloring along with me in this book and I get too far ahead, you can go into the settings and slow it down. And then my voice will drag like this. But it can be done. Or just watch it again, color a bit, watch a bit. You know what I mean? Now, I will be doing the centers with probably a yellow gel pen, just because I like the way that looks. The centers are actually a green and yellow. Coming in with this warm gray, it's number 68, I'm going to get my divots. Now, this is going to look gray, but I'm going to show you after I color over it, the gray just makes a darker shade of whatever you're using. The trick is to go back over gray with the color you used right before so that it covers it. Okay, so I'm going to get all this done. And you would do this like if you didn't have a burgundy that you really liked, or if you're doing it in blue, you can, same thing, go over it again with that blue. All right, so I'm coming back in now with my red, and let's see how this changes. It does cover that burgundy, it does cover the gray and make it more of a burgundy. And my outside tips here that I'm going over, because I'm not using my poppy, I'm using my red. I'm using that red. So it's knocking the poppy a little bit more to the red side, but it's still not as deep red as the other poinsettias that are on this page. Okay. So yeah, we're going to just do this page and we'll save that other page for another video. When you're doing leaves, if you want the red tint to them, go ahead and color them and then go back over the tips that you want in red. And I'm going to pull over to those leaves in a little bit because I've already done them. But see, that gray being down in there has made it deeper to where it looks like that petal is tucked under instead of just leaving it with the red and the poppy. And I'll just keep playing with these until I get them blended. Again, these Grizaye pencils are an oil base. They're an affordable oil base. And they're a lot of fun. They're easy to blend. I have not decided yet. Yeah, I kind of have. The berries that are right here, I'm thinking I'm going to make those red. And then the berries that are here, this is the mistletoe right here. Mistletoe is actually, I looked it up, it can be white or it can be red. So what I'm going to do is the parts that are around the outer edge, the curves, that's what I'm going to do in the orangey color, the poppy. So it would be equivalent to red orange or something like that in another pencil. And then when I go around this area, that's what's tucked under. Okay. And then your berries look more dimensional. And I can put just a little bit right there just to add some color to that berry too. And then you can come back through and just blend. Okay, let's look at those leaves I was talking about right there. See how that's done? Okay, right on the edges. So let's go ahead and do that to some of our other leaves, just because they're close to the flowers and they might get some of that reflection from the flowers, you just come over and ever so lightly add a touch of red. That's it. Okay, and from where I'm sitting, this is fairly bright. See? Okay, and when I'm doing, like I did one here just to show you, so I will go ahead and do it in a few other spots so that it doesn't look totally out of place. So what you do on one, do on the others. You want it to all look uniform. And then I'll come down to this one. Same thing. Just do a little bit on one of the leaves. Now on these, you can tell I did it on all of them. It matters not where, as long as you've got a uniformity to the page. All right. Okay, let's go ahead and look some more at these berries. So again, reviewing on the berries. That's as close as it'll let me zoom in. So you know, if you're on a phone, if you're on, there's a good chance that you can push down on the picture and do this, and it will expand it bigger. So I'm going on the darker edges, going around things. I know I'm doing this one dark first. I did the other one light first. Everybody learns in a different way. Okay? And then, whoops, rounded edge and a rounded edge. Then pick up your lighter color, come in and blend. Whatever that lighter color is. So how was everybody's Christmas? Did you get any new coloring books or pencils? I want to know. I didn't ask for anything new this year. Grizaye had sent me these pencils not long ago, and that's what I really had wanted. So I'm not thinking I'm going to get anything new. We're doing Christmas with the kids tomorrow. This is actually, what day is this? This is Saturday. I've baked so many cookies and done so many things. It's hard to keep up, but it's been fun. See, I'm just adding a second coat just to smooth all this out. But yeah, so I've made a lot of cookies. So we'll have Christmas with the kids tomorrow. Granny and Robert tomorrow afternoon or evening, and then all of our kids and my sister's kids and my sister on Christmas Day. And it'll be potluck, so we're really looking forward to that. Okay, so because these berries are a different kind of berry than these, I want a different color. So I'm sitting down, sorry. Oh, there we go. So how can I achieve that? Okay, well, first of all, we did the curve areas, right? The curves. And then what's tucked underneath was darker. So this is how we've been doing the mistletoe so far. And then I said we could pop some red in the middle, and then we're just going to blend it. So if you think about that, and I'm not going to grab any other pencils, how can I make these berries different? Now, I can go ahead and grab that gray because it's lying right here. So let's see what happens if we come in and do just this edge in gray. Just part of the circle. Okay? And then around here, because this is going to be done just like those were, just different pencils, because we want them to come out looking a little bit different. Then we're going to come in with our red and go over the top. Do you see how that looks different than that? because we put that gray in part of it. Okay, so one of the cookies that I have made a lot of that is super easy, easy peasy, cake mix, any flavor, that's going to be the flavor of your cookie. Then an 8-ounce Cool Whip, thawed, totally thawed. And then you're going to take 1 egg, beaten slightly, mix it all together, form little balls. It's kind of like a wedding cookie. I think that's what they call it. But that's the only ingredients, is those 3 things plus powdered sugar. Now there's the difference. Okay, that's what we were after. So you're going to take your powdered sugar and you're going to roll your cookie in it. There we go. And then put it on the baking pan. And whenever you bake it, that's going to cause that split. And it gets that crackled look. If you look it up online, you can look and just look up Cool Whip cake mix cookie, and it should come up for you. Okay, but they're very easy. You only cook them for like 10 minutes, I think. I'm going from memory. Whoops, wrong pencil, the red, because we made homemade turtles. We made, let's see, what all did we make? We made those cookies. I made them in lemon, chocolate, spice cake, and strawberry. Lemon is my favorite. Then I did homemade caramel, poured over a sheet pan with pretzels, and then after it hardened, I did chocolate almond bark. No, I did right. See, I told you we've made a lot of stuff, or I made a lot of stuff. I did a whole bag of Hershey's morsels, or whatever brand, morsel chips over the top, and melted it. So I also did that. And then, and I'm going to do these with just the red. Just like their little bud things popping out there. And then I did, I cracked up some pretzels, just broke them up, put them in a bowl of chocolate, melted chocolate bark, and then added in some Rice Krispie cereal. And then after that, I added in some mini marshmallows, stirred it all up, put it out on a baking pan, let it harden, and then just broke it up. So it's like just stuff to eat. But anyway, okay, so then there's that. And that's really it. I'm going to pick some other greens that I don't already have used, that I don't have in here, and I'm going to do that. Looking back, oh, wrong way. There. So that shows you how I did finish that off. And I am still going to do fall flowers with you. And I will do the, let's see, I guess this is the fall. Yes, and this is the spring. I will do those with you. And then next session, let's come in and look at these bugs and how to do shadows and blending colors. All right, so this will be the next time. I'm just going to keep it short and sweet right now because I know it is still part of the holidays for many of us, and I don't expect you to sit down and have that much time to go through all this. So let me know what books you got that are new, what pencils you got, or if you got something else to do with coloring that was really cool. And then be sure and let me know if you're coloring along in this book or not, if there is a page that you would like to be seen. what I'm doing with it. Okay? All right, well, you can tell I've just gotten this book all dirty. I need to color the cover and then spray it, seal it before it gets totally messed up. One of these days, yeah, I will show y'all how I spray seal too sometime. Like I said, if I ever get all this done. All right, well, that's all I know for now. Again, I hope you've had a good, fun, uneventful, but exciting Christmas holiday. Have a great, safe New Year, and I will talk to you all in a few more days. Okay, bye-bye.